Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Josh over here at American AF Dumpster Rentals. Before I go ahead and get started, make sure you give me a thumbs up and a subscribe to this channel if it's the first time you're on this channel. Check out the links below. Don't forget the Dumpster Rentals Only, Dumpster Rentals 101 private Facebook group has been popping. A lot of success stories on there. A lot of people getting their trailers, getting their businesses started. A lot of people are, just starting out like we are. So, and there's a lot of experienced people on there too. So don't forget to like that, to look for that link for the Facebook group, the private Facebook group that we have going on. So this video, I'm going to talk about how to make the all-elusive first $100,000. Everybody wants to make 100 grand. How do you make 100 grand? That 6-digit number. How do you make $100,000 doing dumpster rentals? I'm on my way to drop off this dumpster, and I'm just sitting here thinking, like, okay, it would be really nice to make 100 grand in my first year. What do I need to do to get there? Where am I currently? How far am I from getting there? All that good stuff, right? You will recall, hopefully you've been watching my channel. If not, make sure you watch the video, my first 90 days. I also have a video of my first 30 days. Go by my first 90 days real quick. Watch that video. I'll put a link to it right here. If you haven't watched any of my videos at all, make sure you watch some of those first, and it'll give you a little more context into what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and how I'll get to my first $100,000. So my goal is going to be for this business to gross $100,000 in the first year. That's really not that difficult, guys. I'll be honest with you. It may sound like a lot to you, but remember, I'm not pocketing $100,000. This isn't $100,000 that goes in on my bank account and stays there. Of that, a lot of it is expenses. A lot of it's going to go towards dump fees, all that stuff. So profiting net $100,000 versus gross $100,000 is completely different. So we're talking about our first $100,000 gross. How do we get there? And then roughly, what will it take to profit? How much profit will I make after that $100,000? So in my first 90-day video, I brought in just under, what was it? I believe it was $17,000 in 90 days. That's not too bad. Let's talk a little bit about profiting $100,000. So I profited roughly, and this is during the winter months, right? I netted a little over $1,000 a week for 2 trailers on average. So we're going to take the average, it's about 2 trailers. So if I did about 3 bookings or 3 reservations a week at about $250 to $350 a week on average, let's say $300 a rental, that's $900 a week. Of that, I paid about $400, give or take, worth of expenses. Each trailer's netting me, give or take, a little bit over $500 a week. So 2 trailers would be $1,000 a week, would get me at right about $52,000 a year if I'm going by the numbers that I had in my first 90 days. So that will tell me that 4 trailers would get me net profit, hopefully, as long as my expenses don't rise, of give or take $108,000 a year. 4 trailers. That's renting each trailer on average 3 times a week, on average at about $300 a pop, minus expenses, of course. So I do 300 for 2 days. I do 300 for my 20 yard for 1 day plus taxes. So it doesn't include my taxes. That does include the dump fees though. But some are more than others. Then I'm also doing rock delivery. So you've got to think, that is that addition. My goal is going to be to do, and the last few weeks have been horrible for me. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't done very many videos because I've been focusing on another business. I've been focusing a lot on some changes that I've got going on in my other business, some media exposure that we got as far as that business, and a lot of things going on in my personal life. So I haven't been able to throw that many videos out there. It's also been raining a lot. This week has been beautiful, don't get me wrong, and last week was actually pretty good too. But before that, we on and off for about 2 weeks of nothing but rain, and I have noticed that when it rains, the phones are non-existent. I also turned off some ads because I was paying for some Google ads, and I didn't have availability, so I turned off some ads and I didn't turn it back on, which I probably should have. So with all that being said, I have now, put this down a little bit, get a little shade. With all that being said, I have now turned my ads back on. I am advertising on Google Ads. I'm only spending about $40 a day there. I posted a few more Facebook Marketplace ads. I posted some more Craigslist ads, and this week alone, I've gotten 4 reservations. So it's just about staying consistent with your marketing, guys. That's it, 100%. Do I have enough yet to run 4 trailers? No. So I'm not going to go out and buy 2 more trailers just in hopes of getting me to that $100,000 a year in profit. But I am looking at several different options, several different opportunities that I have coming up. So hopefully in my next 90-day review, I will have some more changes going on to kind of get me to where I need to get to for the end of the year. So with all that being said, I would shoot for $500 a week per trailer profit. That is my goal. If I'm doing that, I'm staying consistent with where I want to be, and I will meet my goal eventually. Whether or not it's going to be the first 365 days, or from the day I started, or calendar year this year, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I don't see that 100,000 being too far off. I think it's definitely attainable and doable. You just got to hustle and get out there. I'm no longer going to let my other business give me an excuse for not operating this business. I have some backups in place where if I need another driver to come in and drive for me, I can call them in and deliver some dumpsters for me. So this week alone, I did turn away some business because I only have 2 dump trailers. I've got this one rented for a 3-dayer. I think it's about, $368 plus, or $375 plus tax. And then I've got my other one rented for 2 days. So I've got all my dump trailers, or both dump trailers, rented for the entire weekend. I lost a rock delivery. I lost out on a dumpster rental, and I lost out on somebody who needed it for dirt hauling. So unfortunately, I'm already seeing a need for maybe 1 or 2 more trailers, but I'm going to hold off because, again, I'm not 100% sure which direction I'm going to go. Just to be honest with you, I have been looking at roll-offs. The reason I started with dump trailers, number one, is because the cost of entry is much lower. One dump trailer versus, shelling out $20,000, $30,000 for a package, a roll-off package, was much more doable for me. And number 2 is going to be, I know a lot of cities in my area have franchise taxes, or franchise agreements with roll-off companies where they only allow certain companies to come in and drop off a dumpster. I believe I have found a way to circumvent that. I'm not 100% sure, but I've always figured it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. So I believe that I may just move forward with my plan. Worst case scenario, I will just be selling a used, hopefully not very much used if I ended up having to sell it, but a used roll-off package to somebody else if it doesn't work out, and going back to nothing but dump trailers. I'm not 100% sure if that's what we're going to do or not, so we're just going to hold off on that for a little bit and see where we're at. But is $100,000 a year doable? Cash money in your pocket? Absolutely. Profit $500 a week, so 4 dump trailers 3 times a week. That's 12 bookings, or 12 reservations, or 12 rentals. That's 24 times you're going either to drop off or pick up. That's on average 3.5 transports, or 3.5 pickup drop-offs per day, 7 days a week. Can you do it? I don't know. I believe I can. As long as I focus in a certain area, I do not travel too far, and I have to be smart about which landfills I go to and what times of the day I go to, because you know, landfills can be the biggest time killer in our industry, 100%, hands down. It takes sometimes, you know, 1 to 2 hours, at least at my landfill. Depends on what time of the day you go to. You go to it, or which one. You can go to another one and be in and out within 30 minutes. So, but you're paying a lot more money, so your profit's a lot less. You know, you got to weigh your options, see what time of day it is, and then go from there. $100,000 a year? Absolutely. I'm shooting for it. You should be too if you already started this business. Guys, before you leave this video, before you X out of this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell. We got some awesome content coming for you in the next couple of weeks. Stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next video.